Okay, welcome to Stellaris Live 2.2 MegaCorp. Mega Corporation. I got early access, so we can take a look at this game and see what is going on. Now, you will notice I have not created a mega corporation. I have created a technocracy. We are the Technocracy of Zinj, hailing from the tropical, steamy jungle world of Zinj, where our ancient peoples have developed a most wonderful society. We've got the robots, is what I'm talking about. So let's see, if we look at our planet here, we can see we have a robot assembly plant. And what's happening here? We're building robots at 2 points per month. Get 100 points, you get one robot. Yeah, so this is a new planetary system which you may or may not have seen already. We have our workers, which comprise of many robots doing the farming and the mining. The drudge labor. Our people are we're thinkers, right? We have, let's take a look at our species traits. Excuse me. We have, well, of course, we're a technocracy, which replaces some of our administrator jobs with science directors, and researchers also produce more unity. We're a mechanist, so we start off with robots and can construct robots. Let's choose our research, how about? So, obviously, let's go for administrative AI. You know, those early bonuses can really pay off. Pop growth speed, plus 10%. Again, you know, the sooner we get this, the sooner we can take advantage of it. And, I'm guessing this is something new here, plus 20% from researchers. We'll go for that. And let's get this show on the road. So yeah, speaking of my population, what's the best way to view my species traits? So we have Ingenious, which is plus 15% energy credits. We are Intelligent, which enhances all of the science-based jobs, plus 10% across the board. And of course, we are Materialist and Militaristic. So let's get our science ship on the move. So our home planet, our home system, is at the edge of the galaxy in a lonely space. But let's go make some friends. And if they think they're gonna fight us, we will fight them. We are militaristic. You know, we believe in science, and we have the technology to defend ourselves and all the great discoveries we make. Now we wait. So let's see, we have energy. So we could build another science ship, but we won't have enough energy to recruit another scientist yet for said ship. It would just be a crewless hunk of metal wasting money. Let's build a mining station at J-Merica. So mining stations still of course cost minerals, but I've noticed a lot of ships and things like that cost alloys, which are produced on the planet by the Alloy Foundry. Creates 2 metallurgist jobs. So if you look at our specialists, I believe that's where we will find them. Yeah. Hey, James Belt, that's right. It's MegaCorp, and it is delightful. So yeah, we got these 2 fancy people producing metal. 12 minerals to make it's a 4-to-1 ratio. We'll have to see if we can use our technology to improve that. Okay, well, so we got 200 energy. I guess we should build a science ship. Or will you build ships at the spaceport now? Civilian ships, anyway. Cortez class science ship for 100 alloy. Ooh, colony ship costs 200 food. And we'll see what we can find out there.
System survey concluded.
Oh, Eptrobin system. I love that place. Eptrobin.
Construction project concluded.
Tropical world. That's ideal. Okay, we got our new science ship, the Marco Polo. Fitting name. Let's recruit a new scientist. Anyone good for surveying? Anomaly research speed plus 35%. Diane Borhe. Welcome aboard. And let's get out there. Oh, which way do we go? I guess let's grab that one. Maybe it'll lead to the black hole. Alright, we are on our way. Have you seen much material related to MegaCorp yet? I've watched some stuff on YouTube, but not much. And I just got into this now. What is this? Alloys in space? I had no idea such a thing was possible. I thought alloys could only be manufactured on planets. Oh, I guess that is a molten world. So the high heat could melt impure materials and produce alloys. Which, funnily enough, is something that happens a lot in Oxygen Not Included, another game I play a lot. You know, if you heat up raw iron or raw gold amalgam, you get the refined version of that material when it melts and cools down again. The Darwin has made a startling find. The planet teeming with alien life for the first time in history. That did not originate on Zinj. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Well, I mean, how do you know this life didn't come from Zinj? You know, panspermia? They don't know that. We need to get some people on the ground to find out for sure. We need to analyze the DNA. Maybe the life forms don't even use DNA. The Technocracy of Zinj is abuzz with the news of alien life found by the ISS Darwin. While hardly intelligent by Zinjian standards, that's bigoted, pretty bigoted of you. Fascinating, okay, whatever. We will go here, and we will live here. Got some mining districts. Okay, so here's the thing. When I first... Like on my very first playthrough of MegaCorp, MegaCorporation. Well, before I continue on with my story, let's figure out what we want. I think I want to start with Discovery. It's something I've been doing lately because of the... Or no. In the previous version, Discovery gave you an additional bonus to find anomalies. So it was kind of a tough thing to not take, because having the extra anomalies would increase the potency of your local systems. But now that's not really the case. So I'm tempting to go with Prosperity for the plus 10% mining station output. Because that's going to immediately benefit us. And then, of course, we can reduce upkeep costs. We can reduce build speeds. Yeah, let's go with Prosperity. I mean, I could spend all my time analyzing it. Anyway, so when I first got the early access and set up and installed, I was just playing around, seeing what was up. I came across a system, and the planet only had one mining district on it, and I was like, okay, great, this is not going to be a mining planet. And I thought that, at a glance, that reaction of this is not going to be a mining planet was pretty powerful. Because, of course, under the tile system, you just have this massive wall of tiles with minerals interspersed throughout. And it's like, well, is this really a good mining planet or not? I can't tell. And then, of course, you could always just plow over every tile with mining districts or mining facilities if you wanted to anyway, regardless. So, yeah, this new planetary system is already making me happy. This is, at a glance, you can see what is up with a planet, what is going on. Yeah, I know. Like, I never really... Discovery was never something I adopted first, but then on my last playthrough as the Melkar I did that, and then on some other times I was playing when I wasn't uploading it to YouTube, I started to do that. But so I'm really glad that they changed Discovery to not be like that, because it was a... Like, I wouldn't say picking Discovery was ever a no-brainer, but it always stung a bit to not go for it first. But with the plus 20% anomaly research speed is still good, though, because you can find some pretty intense anomalies out there, like 500 days. Right, I kind of like this position. You know, I don't have to worry about my back. Unless, of course, there's some Thorin Scourge out here.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, see, look at that, 720 days. Reduce that by 20%. That'd be great, but I'm gonna leave that be for now. So yeah, we got this desert planet. 10% habitability. My people are non-adaptive, by the way. It's one of the reasons we've built robots to help colonize the frontier. You know, this is the true center of civilization. Everything else, that's the frontier. Okay, our governor has leveled up. Alright, so what else could we be doing? I've just been rambling on while my science ships have been exploring. So our construction ship, so I guess we will, let's claim Orgilion. We can build a colony ship, we have the resources for it. I guess we really need another construction ship. A Volga class construction ship. And this will be this will be a fine planet to live on. So as I understand it, planets have no real population limit.
Construction project.
They only have a district limit, which sort of indirectly affects your housing, which affects your population. Okay, where is that there construction ship? There you are. Okay, so we should focus on our minerals. But we've discovered no other space-based mineral platforms. Let's, I guess we'll go for... Let's get snagged at 3 physics research, because, you know, otherwise these minerals are just going to burn a hole in our pocket. Let's snag that energy, and then we'll grab those alloys. And then we will build a colony ship. 200 of basically every resource except for energy, which we can definitely swing that cost. Okay, we are on our way. Our science ships are sciencing, we got our construction ships constructing.
Anomaly found.
Okay, only 89 days. We can figure that out pretty quick. So what do we have here in Hestamore? 4 trade value. Who knows what fancy materials are to be found on this toxic world.
System survey concluded.
Everyone has just got to get their fair share of toxins. Got to funnel those back to the homeworld. You got to keep moving that product. You know, you can convince anyone that anything is healthy with enough salesmanship. And that's what we're going to do with this toxins, this trade value. Oh, what did we find? We found the a web-like network of electric impulses. It's a very inspiring soundtrack at that. Experimented with sending low-voltage pulses to the surface, resulting in a wave of illumination that rippled through the network like a circuit board. Diane Borhe concludes that the discovery has confirmed her long-held theory that life can exist almost purely as electrical impulses, independent of cellular or viral structure. Fascinating. And that added 3 society research. We will examine the electrical impulse society. We have found simple forms of life.
Construction
of course,
concluded.
You know, the complicated circuitry that we just found in here, that's not... It doesn't make a good headline, you know. The general public will not be able to understand what's going on. Okay, let's go for administrative operations, building upkeep, and district upkeep reduced by 10%. How's that colony ship coming along? 68% complete. You finished your work. Yeah, I'm not finding any... well, this is the early access that I'm looking at. So... But it'll be out tomorrow, and I will also be continuing to stream it tomorrow. I mean, I'm trying to only stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I got access today, so I was like, okay, well, I gotta do a stream for this. A commendable initiative. We will scour the galaxy for habitable planets.
Situation log updated. Construction project complete.
Well, I hope you can stay for a little while. Ooh, silicon life forms. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface. As best as we can tell, the creatures feed off rocks, and there's evidence to suggest that they may possess a rudimentary form of intelligence. Okay. So the life forms are basically acting as miners for us. I kind of think maybe we should take the life forms and eat them. They might be good eating, good delicacies. New alien organisms encountered by the Marco Polo some time ago. They make the extremophile creatures of Zinj appear frail by comparison. Okay, the colony ship is complete. The Brazil. I don't know what a Brazil is. There's never been a Brazil on Zinj Prime. Zorba's place. Okay, that's the name of the planet. Alright, so we want to work our way to the Hestamore system. It has a bountiful economic potential. Look at that trade value. We're going to grab those toxins from Hestamore 3A.
Research concluded.
Plus 20% engineering research. Oh, okay, now this is really interesting. So, robots don't seem to have any sort of bonuses to start off with. They just have the plus 200% habitability. But as far as I can tell, there's no mineral bonus, no energy penalty. They just are. And so it seems like to offset that, you can get robotic modification points in much greater quantities early on. But that's going to be 127 months. I suspect... Let's go for the metal forges. Pop growth speed plus 10%. Alien ship names? You mean Brazil? Brazil is an alien name? Like, I don't know what Brazil is. It's... Plus 20% society research. Okay. I feel like why is our... I don't feel like research normally took this long in the early game. 95 months? Maybe we need to build some more labs on our home planet? Like, because that's all different now. Right, but, so we got our robots. You know, if we look at our mineral jobs, it's just plus 4%, plus 5%, plus 5%, you know, no bonus for being robots. Let me check out the technology again. So 95 months to get the alloy forges, or 127 to get robomodding. So I guess this will unlock a new building, the Alloy Metal Forge. On our planet, we already have an alloy foundry, which only gives 2 metallurgist jobs, whereas the new building will give 5 of them.
System survey concluded.
Alright, also, we could probably use another construction ship. So another construction ship will be 100 alloys, which is a bit...
Research concluded.
The Zorban. Nice. The first Zinjite colony. I don't know what the Zorban is, but I can imagine. Alright, so we got the famous small tents and prefab shelters. A great day for the Technocracy of Zinj. Of course, in real life, the Technocracy of Zinj would just drop no tents, all prefabricated habitats that just... We still have to wait until October 1st of 2010. This world is being colonized. It will be completed by 2210? That can't be right. That's more than 5 years from now. What? Or more than 4 years from now. 2210. I thought colonizing only took a year. It's like this. Who remembers the great country of Zardoz? You know, from an alternate reality, maybe. 41 months to get capacity overload and energy grid. I guess we'll go for energy grid. Okay, let's press forward. So 85 alloys to build an outpost. I guess that's not too bad. So we have this other construction ship. And you, go survey. You. We got some trade value there. So the thing about my starports is that they can only grab trade value from the adjacent systems, I believe. Collection range +1. But I guess we could build a trade hub over here in Orgilion, but we need 200 alloys to upgrade our starbase. So that is the current objective: obtain more alloys. And we're currently researching technology to that end.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to build mining stations and research stations now. We can afford it. This construction ship, you build mining stations, please. So we can't exactly claim that trade value because it's so far away. We need to somehow increase the range by 1. Okay, only 60 days to research that. The Cybrex, we have discovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Vohar 5. Incredibly, the civilization, which apparently referred to itself as the Cybrex, seems to have been made up of machines that were linked together in some sort of collective consciousness. Well, that's just wonderful. They went on a crusade to destroy all sapient organic life in the galaxy for reasons unknown.
Situation log.
Well, everyone has a reason for something. Their reasons are their own. Remnants are apparently finding some humor in the fact that lower forms of alien life are now a matter of public record, but potential equals from other stars continue to elude us. Okay. Okay, yeah, so let's see, we're about not quite halfway done yet. Yeah, that really is going to take to 2210. I guess I just never paid attention to the completion date. I just always set the colony going and stopped paying attention to it until it was done. We've succeeded in isolating a signal with an unusual pattern of interference in the Trinitar system. The signal is a song. A complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise, and one that the science officer Diane Borhe cannot seem to get out of her head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown. The signal's geodesics suggest a point of origin from outside our galaxy. And so here we are in the Trinitar system with nowhere to go. And there's a nice song to listen to. So, okay, there's only one way into our cluster, which I've been told to expect. The galaxy is sort of organized into clusters now. And your empire, we get to pick another tradition. So I would like to go for specialist output plus 5%. Which of course would be all of these Zinjites. We got researchers, the roboticist producing robots. Oh, look at that. Well, apparently, so the roboticist takes 10 minerals and produces 2 pop assembly points, but apparently that was not increased by 5%. So I was lied to, but everything else is probably... Yeah, I guess I'm not... Maybe the 5% isn't displayed there. Specialist output increased by 5%. Oh, I guess the 5% is that Empire modifier that we see. Which, yeah, great. Excellent. So we're getting 4.55 alloys per month. So we have 3 unemployed population units. That means we need to build some more districts. So I think we should make a mining district. And we also have enough minerals to afford an energy district, a generator district. So, you know, hopefully that robot will get onto the mining, the people, the humanoids will get onto the metal, the energy production, and that should be good. Alright, well, let's get this science ship back to the front lines of exploration. We have a tropical world here of size 19. Intriguing. Ah, see, this is what I was talking about. There's only 2 mining districts here, so it's like, well, this is not going to be a mining world. But I think maybe we want to expand that way. Well, that system isn't fully surveyed yet. Okay. I'm just so enamored by what I see here before me. Let's grab the 3 society research. We still have 350 minerals. I guess we're good for now. We have plenty of consumer goods, plenty of alloys.
Anomaly found. Construction project concluded.
Perfect. Okay, we can take that system now. We can at least build the mining stations and maybe colonize it later. That system is fully surveyed, so we'll send you back out to do what I originally wanted to do. So as I understand it now, Empire's weapons target range. Okay. The asteroid is pockmarked with craters from weapon blasts. Residual energy readings suggest increasingly exotic weaponry, including subspace bombs and some kind of singularity generator. Oh, I thought that was going to say singularity grenade, which I would take one of those. And we'll get some more physics research out of the deal. So I know empires have like a cohesion.
Construction project
okay.
concluded.
So we have an empire size of 24 because of 12 districts, 4 systems, and 2 colonies. And we have an admin cap of 30. Now, going over the admin cap is fine. It just means you'll start taking research penalties, like in the old system. Which isn't too bad. You know, you gotta spend money to make money. We have 1 unemployment now, so we got the 2 people on as technicians. We have our robots mining and farming. So we need to bring more jobs. We need to make more jobs. I think, oh, well, let's make a monument, which will create 2 culture worker jobs, which consume goods and produce unity and society research. And we still have plenty of minerals, so we could probably actually throw in a research labs, which will produce researcher jobs.
System survey concluded.
Okay.
Research concluded.
Plus 20% society research. So we have the off-world trading company, so trading hubs will produce 2 trade value each. Or we can go for the monthly unity. I think we'll go for the monthly unity. And let's see, so we have this trade value in the EM system, which we cannot gain access to currently.
Construction project concluded.
And similarly in the Trinitar and Hestamore system. So if we build a star base here, then we could put a...
Initial colonization phase complete.
Perfect. We can put a trade hub over here to extend our trade range to get the 4 and the 2 from those systems. That might be worth it. Okay, let's go for... City districts provide 1 additional clerk job. And these are, of course, the city districts, which provide clerk jobs, which make trade value and amenities. So we found a primitive civilization. Let's see what they're all about. You know, I mean, they're so far off into empty space almost. It's like, leave be for now. Oh man, this is so much more interesting. Look at that. So we have a regional capitals, primitive farms, primitive factory, mine, urban dwellings, power plant. We got rulers, workers, specialists, bureaucrats. This is amazing. This makes a primitive planet so much more interesting than what it used to be, where it was like basically all empty space, you know, 3 tiles. Yeah, this is much, much better. They're in the atomic age. Well, we'll see how long they remain in the atomic age, if you know what I mean. Faction founded, the Military Officers Association. And they are extremely happy with me. No current issues. So they give us 1 influence. That is beautiful.
Anomaly found.
That is way beyond your qualifications, Borhe. Okay, so I guess what we need to do is build a starbase over here in the co-op system so we can gain access to the trade value.
Concluded.
Which will give us, that'll cost us 200 alloys, but we got plenty of alloys. We need to be spending our resources.
Construction project concluded.
We need to invest in our people.
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Science ships are pushing back the frontier. The Committee of Robotic Sciences has been founded, led by Diane Borhead. We have the energy grid now. Energy credits from technicians increased by 10%, or physics output increased by 20%. I'm not planning to go to war anytime soon, so I think we'll go for the additional physics research. I'm kind of hesitant
Research concluded.
to colonize this tropical planet because there are only 2 mining districts, you know? I guess we should go for it, though. Like, what else are we gonna do? Congo. Okay, that's an appropriate name for a tropical planet. Alloy metal forges. So that's a new building we can try and construct.
Construction project concluded.
Geothermal fracking. Plus 10% minerals from mines. Okay, we're gonna program our robots to make use
System
of
survey
geothermal
concluded
fracking.
without incident.
So we have, yes. So we have the alloy metal forges. We can upgrade them to enigmatic spacefares. We can upgrade them to alloy metal forges if we had 600 minerals and 50... I don't know what that is. Consumer goods? That's not true. I'm not sure what that resource is supposed to be. We need 600 minerals, which we have, and 50 of whatever that is. I guess we'll figure it out.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, we finished our Kochab station. Let's throw on a... So what do we need? We need the trade hub to increase collection range by 1. So if I am correct, they are a special resource. Okay. I need to find this special resource. And then we'll gain the 4 and the 2 trade value. That'll get funneled to our homeworld.
Anomaly found. Construction project concluded.
Okay, they're volatile motes. I see. Right. So yeah, that's the thing about strategic resources now, right? You gain them monthly. They're not just an on or off type of thing from the galactic market. Now, right now, I only have access to the internal market, so I guess I will never find strategic resources here. Yeah, I was reading on Reddit earlier how Living Metal... Oh, we've made contact with the Zura Corp, a business conglomerate. Yes. You are old news. Yeah, I was reading on Reddit how Living Metal can be used to activate an edict to increase megastructure build speed by like 50%. Or something like that. Which I thought that was pretty cool, you know, it's like you get enough of a resource and then you can use it for all kinds of things. Signs of battle. There's clear evidence of a massive space battle that took place in close orbit of the Takarim 2A at some point in the last 5,000 years. Well, that was just basically yesterday in cosmic time.
Situation log updated. Construction project concluded.
The volatile modes, yes. We will get there eventually. Okay, so we're about to... So we still need to get standard construction templates, which will reduce build cost by 10% and increase build speed by 25%. I'm more concerned about the cost reduction than anything else. So one thing I'm noticing is that
System survey concluded. Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
+2 monthly unity. I guess let's go for the... I don't think we're going to need to clear any tile blockers anytime soon, so let's go for Echo Simulation. So, I mean, we recently colonized Zorba's place. How are things looking here? Still getting used to the new interface we have. 2 available housing. Current immigration. And we have 1 specialist. We have one Zinjite colonist. Oh yeah, that's right. So what do we have? We just have a reassembled ship shelter. So their job is to be a colonist. That really, I love that. That makes so much sense. They consume food and they or they produce food and amenities. That's all. I mean, that's their job. They're just making the place livable for other people. So I mean, we could build some districts, but there's no one to work there. We get 3 housing from our colony shelter, of which we're using 1. So I guess I'll let them chill for a while, and we'll check in on them in a little later. Let's grab a research station. Several plants native to Zorbit's place, where we recently established a colony, exude copious amounts of pollen with an astounding chemical complexity. A special research project has been prepared to further study this flora. We could take a look at that. How about? We need a science ship in orbit. Okay. Okay, Diane Borhe, you have a mission.
System survey concluded. Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Okay, so so we're currently producing 20.7 trade. Now, is there a trade overview? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're in the process of colonizing the Congo. Will be completed by 2218, and we can get to work on that planet. Zorba's place is currently, let's see, we just finished growing another population, so we have more colonists now.
System survey.
That's astounding. And the base growth population is reduced by 50% due to the planet being newly colonized. I guess that makes sense. They don't have all the same goods and services that a well-developed planet would have. Okay, so long-term exposure to the pollen occurring naturally in Zorba's place acts in Zorba's place's atmosphere, acts on the colonist's pheromone receptors with mild aphrodisiac effect, accompanied by a barely perceptible high. Remarkable. So we can get plus 10% happiness, or we can spend 400 energy to repress this high. We cannot allow mind-altering particles in the atmosphere. I mean, are you just going to remove the particles? How do you plan to do that? I feel like 400 energy is not enough. Pheromone first staged, plus 10% happiness. Okay, we'll go with it. And I have a feeling there are going to be more stages to this. And who knows what the heck's going to happen to these people. So eventually, our population will get large enough, we can unlock building slots. We'll be able to build a robotic assembly plant, which is interesting to me. Okay, what do we have next? So we have something new here, civilian fabricators. Large industrial fabricators geared towards producing consumer goods. Artisan jobs, which turn minerals into consumer goods. But I think we're going to go for the mineral purification plant. Minerals plus 15% from miners. Alright, so you finished researching the pheromones. Let's get back to your tour of surveying. And you will be done soon, so let's queue up some more work for you.
Research concluded.
So we just got the plus 20% physics research. I think it's about time we go for the fusion reactor. 53 months. We're going to want that when we eventually build up our military. I mean, it just seems like building a starbase at Eptraben seems to be pointless. It's only going to give us 3 energy. I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to ignore it for now. But you might as well finish building a mining station there. Then once you're done, go to Vohat, build a outpost there. And then we have some very nice systems in the next cluster over that we can take over. We got many minerals, much energy, trade value. There's a enclave here. I'll send this other construction ship to the front. Okay, pheromone. Second stage. Minus 15% resources from jobs.
Situation
Well, that's just wonderful.
Research concluded.
I guess you have to babysit this planet. Diane Borhe, you want to explore the frontier, but I need you to babysit the Zorba's place because of the pheromones in the atmosphere. Hong Parmesan, research. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. Do it. Off-World Trading Company produces 2 trade value for each trade hub. Do it, please. Thank you. Okay, we finished prosperity. We'll gain city districts, provide 1 additional housing, and that concludes that prosperity tree. So all of our planets gain 1 merchant job per 50 population units. Well, those merchant jobs must be pretty amazing if you only get 1 per 50 population. For our first ascension perk, I'm thinking of technological ascendancy for plus 10% research speed. And that reminds me, we can go to our planet and pick a decision. And we can pick, what is it, 1,000 food. For 120 months, the planet will gain plus 25% growth speed. Which, yeah, we can really jumpstart things here if we do that. We have 1 unemployed robot. We can build another mining district, in fact.
Construction project concluded.
Very good. Okay, I need to figure out this whole trade route business. Okay, so so this starbase is collecting 4 there, 2 there, and none there, and 2 there for a total of 8. And that's a diamond ring. Oh, okay, I can see that now. And then it says it sends it to Zinj. And it says here, so in my capital world, we gain 12.4 and then 8 from the routes. One more science and construction ship. I think another science ship would be good, but I don't know if we need another construction ship just yet. So yeah, we're definitely going to build another science ship. Then, so we got one science ship going up here in that direction. We have, of course, the one science ship checking out Zorba's place. And then we can have another science ship actually going out.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Okay, where to next? I think Baltris would be good. A recent survey indicates that residents of Zorba's place are much less likely than other denizens of the Technocracy to migrate to other planets. The survey does not address whether this could be due to the psychological dependency on the low-level sensory arousal caused by Marin Karin and its sibling plants. Well, that's just great. You know, if you want to migrate to Zorba's place, go for it. But chances are you're going to become chemically dependent upon the planet, and you're never going to leave. Let's grab and recruit a new scientist. Ooh, you're a roamer? George Jorge Marconi? You will survey much more quickly? Is that a good thing? Are you gonna do a good job? Or are you just gonna roam away? Nah, I think it's a good thing.
Special project concluded.
Work over flowers. With clever scheduling and additional checks in place, productivity remains low, but has risen above the lower limit of what can be deemed acceptable. Okay. Okay, that is ridiculous. Look at this. So minus 15% resource production, and then we get plus 10%. So for a total net of minus 5%. Like they could have just turned this modifier into a minus 5% maybe. Well, that's okay. Hey, hey, hey. While productivity is no longer declining on the planet, communication between the colony on Zorba's place and the capital of Zinj are breaking down. Senior officials are growing increasingly distant, and our clerks are complaining that even relaying simple directives is becoming an exercise in frustration. Yeah, let's deploy an administrative task force. Minus 10% happiness, but plus 5% productivity. We need to bring this, whatever it is, to an end. Crisis? I wouldn't call it a crisis. It is what it is. We have 2 population on the planet. Can I send robots here? Oh, we found a comment? Yeah, whatever. Comments happen all the time. We're materialists, after all. How can I resettle robots?
Construction project concluded.
If I was so inclined.
Anomaly found.
180 days? Odd irregularities? Do it. So I can click resettle here. So I could, like, move excess robots from Zinj to Zorba's place. Which we don't need to do that quite yet. So the ship shelter provides 2 colonist jobs. We have 3 colonists, so we need to make 1 additional job. We seem to be... we're not really lacking anything, so I'm going to go Yeah, we have so many resources of every type. It makes it difficult to determine exactly what I want to get next. But I guess I'm going to go with the mining district. Or we could go with the city district. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for a city district because there is no available housing. And the city district will provide 2 clerk jobs, which produce trade value and amenities, which is good because, you know, the whole trading between the 2 systems. It appears that the crack team of administrators we sent to Zorba's place in order to set things straight have been turned. Fortunately for us, their plot to do as little work as possible was, unsurprisingly, sloppily executed and easily discovered. Heads will roll, metaphorically speaking, of course, as our last recourse is to dispose the local government and manage the colony's affairs from the capital. It won't be pretty. It will not. Okay, well, I guess I'm probably going to wrap things up pretty soon here, probably in 5 to 10 minutes, so we'll see what else we can accomplish. And of course, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, starting from 8, probably till about 9 or 9:30. I normally stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I just picked today as well because I was able to play some MegaCorp. The latest sensory readings showed the star pulsating, but when the crew arrived, there was no evidence to support the data. While most of the crew are in agreement that the anomaly was caused by a sensory malfunction, the science officer discards the theory. Okay, so we can just say it was a malfunction and gain 25 influence, or we can issue a special project to research it further. That's what we're going to do. I believe you. Research it. Excellent. Okay, so we have this construction ship. Let's get more minerals, please. You know what? Actually, we have plenty of minerals. Let's go for the research stations first. Oh, let's research this anomaly. We passed this up one earlier because it would take too long. But now our scientist has leveled up, so let's research it.
Anomaly found. System survey concluded.
Our remote government on Zorba's place is now firmly established. It has met with success in suppressing the proliferation of pollen-bearing plant, as well as eroding the community's acceptance of using it. Okay. So we have our 1 employed worker.
Initial colonization phase complete. Construction
and now they are a clerk, and they are producing amenities and trade value. Very cool.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded. Research concluded.
Okay, so our total empire size is 40, which means we suffer a technology cost plus 0.03 and other penalties, but that's to be expected. That's normal. Fusion reactor. Let's go for field modulation to increase the potency of our technician jobs.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to end things off here tonight. Thank you for coming out to watch this stream, and I hope to see you next time for more Stellaris. So have a good night.